On the slab I set yesterday, I ended up only having 2 or 3 attempts because my left calf just didn't have the strength to stay in the right position on that green foothold. I don't know what happened. It's just so strenuous, apparently. So it's not quite fully stretched out. It's a little bit before that. So I think it's just so far out of range of motion that it was really fatiguing the muscle. So I couldn't actually do it 2 days in a row, which I've never really had with slabs before. So I switched over to the palm over press thing. Not really sure how to describe this move. Added an extra foothold for Michael at the bottom, the big black one. Took me ages to relearn the first move. Like, I did it 3 times at the end of the other session, but took me tons this time session. And then managed to do it 5 times, not in a row, just 5 times in general. And on the fifth, I did it to the top as well. Thankfully, not dropping the top. It's kind of scary, but don't think I'll fall on it. It's kind of a precarious way to get down. I hate like jumping onto the single pads. I tried this boulder called Bunny, which is an 8A on the moonboard. So I actually did this last New Year's Eve. I did it first go of the session, but I think I had 6 or 7 attempts the previous 2 sessions, so I knew the moves pretty well. I remember I struggled with the uncurling from the first like cross under move, and then the second last move to the slopey crimp I really didn't get on well with, but I was able to do both of those first go and not being on the boulder in a year, so I was pretty happy with that, even though I did fall off the last move. I think my fingers are a tiny bit weaker, but everything else is much stronger, which made the boulder feel easier, even though my fingers were weaker. I also had 2 or 3 attempts on this boulder Boo, set by Stefano Casalfi, which is pretty cool. I remember I struggled with the like turning around on the bicep move, which felt pretty handy today, which was really nice to see. After doing the crux move, there was a ton of pressure. Like, my fingers were kind of spread out and I didn't have a pinky on, and there was a ton of pressure on my index finger on that one hold, so I actually ended up letting go. Not too fired up to get it done. I've had tons of attempts, so I mean it'll still be there whenever I go back. And then did tiny bit of conditioning, just shoulders, pull-ups, and some calf stuff with Michael as well.